The poll surveyed around 3,000 adults who are 18 to 29 years old, that's Gen Z, and each respondent was able to pick 3 out of these 13 options, and the results are which options appeared most in the respondents' top 3. Now, the survey asked the question, which of the following is important to your personal definition of success? What blackpilled me was actually the Trumper Gen Z girls. Of those women surveyed, they listed financial independence, fulfilling job and career, owning one's own home, and being grounded spiritually as their personal definition of success. The being grounded spiritually part is good because clearly conservative young women still care about religion. We know that there's a Gen Z religious revival going on. They're headed back to the church in droves, but a lot of them also want the boss babe lifestyle, from what I can read here. Less of them want to be married. Less of them want to have children. That's kind of counterintuitive, given that you'd think conservative women would want to restore those milestones. Having children was 6th and being married was 9th. So they just weren't selected nearly as much as financial success. As a conservative Gen Z woman, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think the feminist programming in our culture is pretty deeply ingrained, and I know even conservative-leaning young women probably worry that if they were to most value marriage and the family without any financial independence, that men could abandon them. Maybe they don't think it's safe to want marriage and family most of all because it would mean that they are depending on a man. Obviously, this is what the feminists preached about in the early days of their theories. And so they're saying that they do want their own financial independence as a fail-safe, as a safeguard in the event of male abandonment. There's also the fact that even if you lean conservative as a young woman, radical feminism has stigmatized being a stay-at-home mom and a wife. So mentally, even if a woman like instinctually would like those things, there's a taboo on pursuing that actively as your first and foremost life priority. I believe in the idea of women can have it all. Not necessarily at the same time, because if you pursue motherhood and a career, those vocations are extremely time-consuming, all-engrossing, and you probably can't balance them perfectly. So you're going to have to probably trade off over your life, but you can do it. But what this poll suggests is that Gen Z Trumper girls don't necessarily think that's true. If you want to see the rest of this video, head to our YouTube channel, Locked In with Caroline Downey, produced by National Review.